7 in Palmyra home invasion. Jamaica Tallawahs secure 5 wickets win over Zooks on CPL D2. Trinidad and Tobago, and those are the stories making news in the Newsday. In The Guardian, I'm seeing National Energy fails to deliver projects. State-owned National Energy, which has as its mandate to conceptualize or the conceptualization, promotion, development and facilitation of energy-based and downstream industries in Trinidad and Tobago, has only delivered one project in the last 12 years and none in the last 5 years. So guys, we're getting ready for the ads in a short while, and then we have the headline news. PM, Prime Minister, watch out for our SCA students, 19,000 plus students. PNM Duke must apologize to Tobago women. Parents panic over SCA and COVID community spread. SCA pupils to miss exam after testing positive for COVID. Prime Minister urges citizens to safeguard against COVID-19. Police urge drivers to obey traffic laws. 9 stolen vehicles, 22 gas tanks recovered. Those are some of the stories in The Guardian. And we're making way for the ads I see this coming up. And then the news, the headline news. So Trinidad and Tobago, when we come back, we're going to be talking about the cabinet lineup today. What are your thoughts? So get ready to...
They talk.
You talk. Come talk.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real guys, so log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282. Or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Yo, well, it's yours truly, Nigel Lopez, and I'm going to be on the Street 919 Wednesday the 19th of August. We doing it concert style.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Yo, we done it to my Trinidad Goes. Catch me live on the one-on-one virtual concert. Tune into Iowa George Instagram, Iowa George Facebook, Iowa George TV, YouTube. Come on, bro, you know what I need, y'all? I ain't see Moses, Celestia, this Saturday the 22nd of August. Live, or tune in. Trinidad Goes performing live on Iowa Stage. Things that go mad. I'm to all them wicked gal. Most of them gal is criminal, is wicked gal. Boom.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook, Neil Iowa George. And YouTube, Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Isa Markman. You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I'm going to tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not the ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. All make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iowa TV and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late, because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shello.
Is at the polls. And those were the morning's headlines. Good to Green Dot Limited. Our major newscast comes up at 7. I am Sharon Felix. Good morning.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
All right, so we are back, Trinidad, Tobago, and the world by extension listening. So again, we want to say to our 19,000 plus students who are writing the essay today, you go with God, take your time and do what you have to do. So Trinidad and Tobago, the cabinet has finally been sworn in. Finally. So, 22-member cabinet sworn in, a Raleigh mixes old and new. 30 ministers, but a 22-member cabinet. And in the parliament, Bridget Anizet George returns as Speaker. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has leaned heavily on continuity, with 17 of his former ministers returning to the cabinet, members of which were sworn in yesterday at a ceremony at President's House in St. Anne's. And among the new faces of the cabinet were two previous ministers in the Manning cabinet, Housing Minister Penelope Beckles and Foreign Affairs Minister Amory Brown. Brown, former ambassador to Brazil, is expected to come out of his 14-day quarantine on Sunday. That leaves just 3 completely new faces joining the Rowley cabinet. Labour Minister Stephen McCletchie, Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez, and a minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for communications, Simon Dino Breniga. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, responsibilities for Child Affairs and Gender Affairs, Ayanna Webster Roy, who operates from Tobago, attends cabinet whenever she is in Trinidad and whenever she's required to do or be in the cabinet, will continue to enjoy cabinet rank. Anizet George's selection as Speaker is significant because the last debate in the House of Representatives was a motion of no confidence in her brought by the opposition. The Prime Minister, who has a slim majority of 3, left 4 elected MPs without portfolios. Esmond Ford, who is likely to return as Deputy Speaker, who I thought did a fantastic job. Businessman Roger Monroe, pilot Kennedy Richards, and attorney Keith Scotland. Scotland last night squashed social media rumors that he was discontented, saying that he had absolutely no problem with the selection of the Prime Minister, who has just led us to an election victory. Normally, I would say no comment, but because of this mischievous spin, I have to say something. It is absolutely rubbish, and I deny it vehemently, he said. No parliamentary secretaries. At a news conference following the swearing-in ceremony, the Prime Minister said no parliamentary secretaries were appointed because he had come to conclude that that function is difficult to explain. There have been many instances of the appointment leading to people not having anything to do. That's how I think I understood it. It is easier to identify functions for a minister in the ministry than a parliamentary secretary, who some people believe is a glorified secretary. He said, adding that some appointees have suffered as a result of this lack of clarity. The Prime Minister said the Cabinet will continue to meet either at the Diplomatic Centre or at Whitehall. He said in the not too distant future, our press conferences, which may be more frequent, will take place at Whitehall. The Cabinet will not meet today since no Cabinet notes have been generated thus far. Its members would meet informally today, however, and tomorrow there will be a handing over by former ministers where there have been changes. To the new ministries or to the new ministers, the first Cabinet meeting will take place next Wednesday. The Prime Minister said, asked whether there would be a change in the Senate President. The Prime Minister said this matter had to be determined in the coming days. It may or may not be so, he said. He said he expected that the opposition would continue to not make it easy for the government to function. But he said the government would continue to conduct public business out of the majority that the population has given it. He added that the government expected that those with votes in the parliament would put Trinidad and Tobago first rather than their political agendas. Small Backbench asked about the fact that there are 4 successful candidates who were not appointed ministers and whether a 3- or 4-man backbench might pose difficulties for a government with a 3-seat majority. The Prime Minister said he did not anticipate any problems since the PNM was a disciplined party. As we go to the population seeking its franchise, nobody in the PNM has come forward on the basis of having made a deal. So it should not be surprising that we have a small backbench. One of those persons will be Deputy Speaker. And of course, it is useful to have a small reserve, the Prime Minister said. He said with the Parliament, there are important functions such as Parliament committees where governmental action takes place and where more and more work is being done. It is not that people have been left out. They just have different responsibilities, the Prime Minister said. On the SE exam today, the Prime Minister said he was asking parents to get the children back home safely as quickly as possible. After the city exam, he wished the children well and asked the national community to look out for them today. Campaign of Reese. On the issue of Reese, the Prime Minister said the election campaign of some persons was based on race. The whole question of one corridor movement that was presented by the UNC was based entirely on race, and the intention of that platform was to suppress voter participation in the East-West corridor, he said. The Prime Minister said the foul ads were a last-ditch effort to try to get home to people that they have a problem here based on their racial circumstances. And it was deliberately campaign strategy which backfired. He said, the Prime Minister said, his party takes no responsibility for the race element in the campaign, except to point out, respond to it, and to object to it, he said. He expected that the country would move forward in the principles of the national anthem, where every creed and race finds an equal place. So Trinidad and Tobago, our new cabinet, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, Nyan Gatsby-Dolly, Minister of Education, Randall Mitchell, Minister of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Attorney General of Social Development and Family Services, Minister of Trade and Industry, Enterprise Development, Minister of National Security, Minister of Labour, Minister of Sports and Community Development, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibilities for communication, and I will tell you who they are. So you have Faris Alwari, who is the Attorney General. We have Stuart Young, who is the Minister of National Security. Yeah. And Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister. You have Colm Imbert, Minister of Finance, Terence Dial Singh, Minister of Health. Penelope Beckles, Minister of Housing and Urban Development. I would give it to you in a while. Let me get it properly. And we'll give you the entire. Let me see, I should have it here. Right. So, right, so we have the appointed senators as Hassel Bacchus. 16 of these senators have been appointed. I'm seeing a Bertelmi, Amory Brown, Donna Cox, Nigel De Freitas, Daniel Dukey, Paula Kupis-Koon, Kazim Imtiaz Hussain, Franklin Khan, Laurel Izama, Randall Mitchell, Clarence Rambarat, Renuka Sagram Singh Suklal, Rohan Sinanan, Avina Singh, Alison West. So Trinidad and Tobago, you got it there. I want to hear what you have to say this morning. What did you think, or what do you think of the lineup of the cabinet? Give me a call on 342-0081. 718-874-3860. Can't remember the other number now, but give me a call. I know some people know the number. Let me ask Jenny. Jenny, good morning. Hold on for me, Mano. Jenny?
Hi, morning, Miss Felix. Morning, Bruce. Morning to all the listeners, 91.9.
Give me the number you call on there.
And Mr. Chancellor Guru. Miss Felix,
What's the number you call me on?
Me?
Yeah, that's the number you just called.
4, oh gosh, wait, it's 4 something, 058 something back and all that. I know by heart, you know.
Lord.
Oh God, just now. It's Bruce had sent this number for me, and that's what it is. But I know by heart like the rest of them now.
All right.
What Bruce's number is?
Because you're listening to me, see.
No, right. 478 0595.
Right. Great. Go ahead. Let me just wait. You know, you just take long, so let Mano talk. Let Mano talk, so I'll take you after. Mano?
Morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Jenny. Jenny, we bring getting old, you could forget things, you know, don't worry, Sharon, now we just forget things.
Hey, keep your old, let's say yourself, eh?
Anyway, let me say good morning to the new Prime Minister. Good morning to the new members of Parliament, and let me say thank you for those who served in the past government gone by. Mr. Garcia, good morning to you.
Yes.
Very good work you have done, and I know you're in the service for a long time, teacher, president, and all these things come by. He was my president, the media president of the Viking Sports and Cultural Club. Thank you for the job you've done in the Ministry of Education. And the people of Trinidad and Tobago, let us work together with this government. Let us try and let this country go forward. Let us not be a stumbling block in between. Let us work together with the Prime Minister and people of Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, Mammy Sauce. Good morning to...
well, I say...
Oh, good morning, Jenny, everybody. Love is the answer. Good morning to my friend Sharon. 1285, everybody pass the street. Good morning, everybody. Love is the answer. I'll come back in a little later. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jenny, you there?
Yeah,
I say, well, Mano, go in and get you know, just give you a little thing.
Let Mano keep the older say self. I so strong my age. I am my 40, see damn fast. Miss Felix, I am happy about something. I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
We always had a youth department.
Mm-hmm.
And it has always concerned me because I find that was deserving of a ministry, because I think we are the only country who had a youth department. And now we actually have a youth division and with national service. I am happy about that because the youth need special attention. Because when you mix it with sports always seem to get the more attention. So now the youth who you have seen out there who saying they want jobs and they feel left out and all that, that department will cater for them with national service. I am happy about that. If there's one thing I'm happy about. I'm happy to see Mr. Edward back as the Minister of Finance. People may not like him, but that man has steered us clear of the eye, man. And to bring somebody new now to start fresh, I think that would have been disaster. That's just me. I'm happy to see him there, and not all the other ministers. And Mrs. Sharon Rowley stole the show. You can't buy that online, you know. You can't Google that kind of class.
Yeah, no, man. Let me tell you, every time I see that lady,
hello,
she gave me an appetite for... Listen, and the lady aura is so... People don't know now.
Hello. Was the reporter from TV Security? You can't Google that kind of class, darling.
boy. Oh, boy.
Listen, and Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis, hello.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Regis.
Good morning, Mrs. Regis, my darling. Oh, gosh.
You know, she aging with grace and glamour, you know. You see the woman stand up, her chest stand out there.
Watch me now.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, it's not a fashion. So all the other ladies who were the only like spectacular. Hello, Miss Chancellor Kojo. Miss Jenny. Oh, God, Miss Ayana Webster Roy. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
They all look wonderful.
Miss Borelman had to say that she across the posing too. Hello. Oh, God, all them look good. They look good. They look good. They look good. Well, the men, of course, but the women. Hello. And again, I want to congratulate Dr. Rowley and so much women and a diversity. A woman and, talent and all that. I want to, congratulate Dr. Rowley again. I know it's hard times ahead, but he have a diverse group of cabinet members and MPs.
I must say that I enjoyed looking at the
in the president's house.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Felix, money well spent.
Mr. Garcia, good morning to you and you, the entire team. Jeez. We could make style on the world,
Miss Felix, you in here like the president throw a kind of shade. I wanted to know where's the auntie. What is that? I ain't seen nobody pick up on that yet, but probably when they play it over sometime, you go here.
No, but
President, I love you too bad.
No, you know what she said there? Auntie, remember Auntie long time is going to be very strict with you.
Right,
make sure and do what you have to do.
Okay, right. Okay, that's it, Auntie.
Yes.
Okay, right. Okay, I must be misinterpreting. No, me.
Well, for me, this is what I interpret. Auntie is telling you like it is.
I will go with what you say. But Madam President, darling, love you. You're not easy. But Ms. Felix, this morning the stars of the whole thing is to our children for SCA.
Yeah.
I want to wish them all the best, that they stay calm, they read their questions. If they could do it 2 times, understand it, and answer appropriately. Do not be nervous. It's something I've been training for. I know there's a lot of pressure because COVID-19, you have to do it online and the Zoom classes, all that. But today's the day. Go out there, follow the protocols, hands and sanitize, have your face mask or your shield. And when you finish, there's no time to hug up friends and talk. Always talk on the phone when they get home. And to our essay competition children, hello, you all made it possible for Mrs. Felix and her organization to have that grand affair. And I know you all will do it again when those results come, because we'll be checking on you all. We want to wish all the children in Trinidad and Tobago, but we have a special thing we had for the SCA competition children who, would have made this whole thing a really exciting affair. So again, let me get off the phone. Mr. Sharon Rowley, oh God, that is class. Miss Camille Robinson Reggie, oh my, tell me who is a seamstress now, want outfit, so I'm our president. And all the ladies, Miss Shamfa Kojo, well, hello, you in easy in white, and Miss Ayana Westaroy in your black, oh my God, hello. I go, Miss Felix, I go.
Thank you very much. All right, we lost the overseas caller. Caller, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Olga.
Good morning, Miss Felix.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the PNM government.
What are your thoughts of the cabinet lineup?
Well, first, when I was in President's house, I see money well spent as a class. And that's everything there. Well, I wanted to see where I show money well spent. I like Gatsby Dolly. She looks sweet.
Very, very, very humble.
That kind of pink dress there. Oh, man, look.
Very humble, I must say.
Yeah, everything look perfect, but the only thing I find, well, it's humans, But when the one was going up to sign and thing, you see certain nervousness and things.
Well, yes.
You get that. It's human. But everything so far, so good. And I know everything will go full 100. With the man they put there, with Jah put there. Yeah, he real. And why they really don't like him, he's too serious. You mess with him, you're gone. He don't stick no nonsense, he ain't combine up for nobody. That's why he like with him. Straight and balanced. Right? And good morning to Parsley Street. Good morning to Mora. And we have a lady they call Simple Sweet in Tobago. And morning to Miss Ford. That's my second mother. I'll go on.
Thank you very much.
Great is the PNM.
Oh, yes.
I'll go on.
We have work to do, and we have to do it together. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Mrs. Felix.
Good morning, Teresa. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, God, I thought I was never going to get in because I was going to go straight. No, what I'm calling to tell you, I picked it yesterday morning, didn't I?
You did. Don't listen
I
to your
called all
PC.
four. I told you if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep all of them, all 5 of them. Okay?
Yes.
So I'm calling to say congratulations to the PNM. Congratulations to my Prime Minister. He looks so handsome. And Mrs. Rowley, oh my goodness. She stole the show according to everybody, but all the ladies look beautiful. I know they were a little nervous, but that's okay. But I am waiting now because according to Shampa Kojo, the PNM out and bad. And we're going to get everything done. Everything is going to get done. We don't have to wait on them people and them. I calling them people on the other side now. We don't have to wait on them. Okay?
Yes.
So just calling again to say congratulations to Dr. Rowley and his team. And you're going to get it done. And good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Gibson, Mammy Sauce, Pat Worrell, Bruce. Hope you feel better. And I'm not going to take long because I know other people want to get in. So I love you, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Brian?
Pleasant good morning to you, Ms. Felix.
Good morning. I'm good. I'm great. After God.
Oh, Ms. Felix, yesterday I felt so...
Boy, I wanted to cry.
Oh, God, if I tell you, big man like me. I had my family here yesterday. They just came down on me, you know, all my sons and my grandchildren and everybody, and I pushed them out of the room because I have a TV in my own TV in my room, and I said, leave me alone, don't come in here, close the door. Because I wanted to see this, you know, without being interrupted. And Felix, I was so proud of my Prime Minister.
I hardly hear you. Talk up a little more. Don't get too emotional there for me now.
I was so proud of my Prime Minister and his beautiful wife. And when I saw all of these elegant ministers being, you know, taking their oath of office, I know some of them were nervous, I understand that. That's not a problem because I have been there before. And that place is humongous. President's house is humongous. And the people who work there, they treat you as though you are royalty because I always remember ordering. I just took a chance when I was in my youthful days. I ordered a glass of wine. And I see this man bringing this one glass of wine on this big waiter for me. You don't drink wine, but I take it. But I just try to tell you that, you know how they treat you when you are there. You know, and I was there just once in my life, you know, being there and being in a suit. My mother was so proud of me for the President's Award scheme and that, you know, took up Edinburgh. And I'm telling you that, you know, I was so proud of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Prime Minister, you have done extremely well, and I am proud of you, sir. Out of all that people have said about you and your family, you have a backbone that I will never have. I tell you, everybody, I mean, and you know, you could see some of the experienced ones like Camille Robinson Regis, when she walked up there, she took her oath. Imber, when he took his oath, you know, you could see the experience and the same.
And let me tell you, Brian, when you see a take service, you don't take it lightly. Yeah. Yesterday at 10 o'clock, Camille buried her mother.
Yeah.
And at 4 o'clock, she was at this
ceremony. What about that?
Someone put up and asked me, why did she look so sad? And I had to remind them, she just put her mother to rest.
And that was so brave of her. Because when I buried my dad, I couldn't take it. And I saw this woman coming up there, walking, you know, and you know, you could see, you know, seniority and that sense of, you know, I will lead you other people, you young neophytes, don't worry, I am here to help. You know, you could see they were saying things, although they weren't saying anything, if you understand what I'm trying to say. You know, and Felix, I'll say something, eh? You see you see all of you guys who spoke and and helped the PNM, all you were there in the front line too, whether you want to accept it or not, all you guys, Bruce, Mr. Chan, Jenny,
every one of us.
Janet, you all was there. Listen to me.
We had to fight for dear life. You all didn't understand,
No. Let me see what I want to say. I think I need to say this. If you all were not there, think about it just for 1 second. Let's say there was no 91.9. Forget about that. What would have happened to the Eastern Corridor? Just think for 1 second. If you all were not there to egg us on, not only in Eastern Corridor, but in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, to egg us on, where would we be today? Felix and Musty. People wouldn't understand it, but you deserve a ministerial appointment. If not, no.
You want to take me away from here?
Hold on, no, I'm not finished. Because what you have done, your strength in even talking to me privately, and you see, people have to understand you and understand what you bring to this society. Even when Bruce gives his own little comments, people have to listen. You see, we all hear, but we don't listen. And you see, all these little things have helped all of us to understand what the People's National Movement brings to Trinidad and Tobago. And I want to thank you, Bruce, Juliet, Jenny, Satsan, all of you all who have done so much for us. People wouldn't understand it, but it's there and it can't go away. Because if even you bring 1 seat, is 1 seat enough for us to be where what we saw yesterday will never go away. And I know it are people who got hurt because they couldn't be there. There are people who dying, but that's them business. Let them solve them problems. You understand? But thank God for you all and the PNM. And so great is this PNM.
Thank you, my darling.
You must understand what we bring to society. And I know this team of people is going to do all they can. As the Prime Minister said yesterday, you know what he said? I will be looking at each and everybody. And that is so important. And I thank you all. And thanks to this station. And thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much, Brian. I see I have a call from Tobago. Caller, good morning.
Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning. How are you?
First time calling you.
Oh, welcome. What part of Tobago are you calling from?
I am in Black Rock.
Excellent.
Sharon?
Yes?
You and Bruce have done a fantastic job, and everybody else. And we having a baby, you go through all the process for 9 months. And the day of having the baby, you have all this pain. And after all this pain, we have a beautiful baby. This is where we are at this point. I want to wish the government, I want to wish the people of Trinidad and Tobago God's blessing. I want everybody to hold their spirit. Everybody to march in one direction, and is in the direction of doing the right thing, following your spirit, your conscience, and we will have a beautiful Trinidad and Tobago. What I saw yesterday was just purity. I could see everybody marching in the same direction. And this is what we need. God bless us all. God bless our Prime Minister. God bless each and every one who has taken a hand and who is looking out for each other and who is trying their uttermost best to make this place a better place for our generation to come. I particularly like the ministry where we are going to be dealing with our young people. And this makes me happy because they are the future. And without them, we have nothing. Let all those clouds that have been covering our country disappear and let the sunlight come and shine on each and every one of us with the blessings of the Almighty. Sharon, I love you.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you Godspeed, you and each and every one in this country. Have a wonderful day, and may our government go forth and work hard for each and every one of us.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay, sweetheart. Love you.
Love you too, darling. Mrs. Crosby?
Good morning, Sharon, Bruce, and
Good
everybody
morning,
else.
good morning.
Oklahoma, everyone. Sharon?
Yes?
I don't talk long, but not that I can't talk long. Because if I have you, you wouldn't have a word to say. But anyhow, what I'm happy about, congratulations to the persons who swear in, and Jenny used a word to describe our Prime Minister. I can't remember the big word she
Phenomenal.
used. All right, there was the proof of it. And it is such a good idea to see the type of leader he is, as Jenny would remark. The children went out this, of course, they leave home already to go to write the essay. And I think that was something to brighten them up to get a good example, to see what the country is like and the leader and the people who are doing and preparing for all of us, especially for them. Congratulations for everybody. I can't name them because I don't have me. I am sitting in my living room with you talking. I have to allow other people to talk, you know. But I'm so happy and pleased and would I live to see this idea. And because of his good management, this is why they wouldn't like him. And I still had to go into the little politics. I see a man chopping up some balizé on a Facebook or something yesterday, and he chopping it and said, Dr. Rowley, and chopping it up. But he had to dig it out for it is not to live. Because as soon as he chop it, it's coming back right up. It's a plant that don't die. It dies. If it dies there, it's coming back up somewhere else. And I said, tell you, they hate, and the type of man Dr. Rowley is, they cannot deal with him because he's straightforward. He here for you, and he here for you, and he's for everybody. Look, I am in my living room this morning. Okay then, take care, everybody. Thank God for the day that passed yesterday and the days that are coming. Let us try and live happily on this one land. Who don't like it, according to somebody, to a boat and plane leaving. Okay then, bye-bye.
Mr. Archer, good morning. Tobago taking the lead this morning. I like that.
Good morning, Sharon. How are you this morning?
I am feeling great, thank God.
He
know come. Set it up.
Good morning, my brother Bruce.
Good morning, Mr. Archer.
I want to call in until you come.
Tobago in the lead this morning,
That's the reason why I'm calling at all. I said, Bruce needs you now. Let me call. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Reggie. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Dr. Keith Rowley. Good morning, Mommy Sauce. My two Tobago candidates, good morning. My political leader, Tobago Council, good morning. Good morning, Miss Penny Beckles Robinson. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Sharon?
Yes,
and
sir.
Hear me, Carter. They never see the opposition leader with your husband here. No way, me never see them, but papers, me never see them. Me don't know if people see them already now, but me never see them here. When I look and saw my Prime Minister, or the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you know, they say behind a good man, there's a beautiful woman, or a better woman. When they watch the Prime Minister wife, beautiful. You see how Tobago and get this, Sharon? You see how Tobago and take you? And because it's Tobago and get this. You say your husband nice? And Mrs. Rowley know that Dr. Rowley could cook, could work garden. You know how it is tighting up with pollutant, high pollutant and so on. Just like your husband. You say your husband thing? Camille, tell them about Tubigunian thing. Tell them about Tubigunian. Camille could tell you. I will not show up and things, but I'm not saying again. I want to see the opposition leader and his husband together. I don't know if it was them together. I don't know if they left one another. I don't know what. But I don't say them as well. I don't know if they agree, if they disagree. Now, Sharon, I was so proud yesterday when I sat down and saw the swimming. I was so proud. I was so happy. When I listened to Dr. Keith Rowley's speech, I wouldn't say tears run from my eyes and water run from my eyes. So look at the man that these people, some of people from Trinidad and Tobago, the haters, ridiculed him, talking all kind of foolishness. Look at the cabinet. Not a single soul there that people could point the finger on and say that man or this woman have something behind the name, some criminal thing behind the name, or some corrupt thing behind it. Not a single soul. Dr. Keith Rowley saying yesterday, called on to serve the country, you could ever point your finger. But when you go on the other side, whether it's opposition or there are a lot of them who are in opposition and who lost the seat, you could actually point your finger on them. And today, Trinidad and Tobago are grateful. A lot of people all parts of the world were looking on to see what will happen in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something. There are people, Trinidad and Tobago and all parts of the world, raising their head high, putting up the Trinidad and Tobago flag in front of the door, in front of the gallery for people to see Trinidadian or Trinidad and Tobago citizens live here. We are proud. And Dr. Rowley, thanks. Thanks again. I say thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to the PNM and thanks to the citizens that support, all the people that support PNM. All the people. Everybody. Thanks very much. And we are looking forward to you all to come to Tobago and support us as we support you all. Good morning, Sharon.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Rowley?
Sharon?
Darling?
Mr. Archer? What happened, boy? You better go down Palmit and find out what happened down there. Sharon?
Yeah?
I want to say thanks for what happened yesterday afternoon. Yes, I am here. I am here, darling.
Mrs. Rowley?
Yes, girl, I am here.
Listen to me on the phone, eh? Don't listen to the PC.
All right. Yes, girl, I want to say we are happy for what happened yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, I can't add to what, because everybody's saying who they see and what they see. But I want to tell them, the Rowleys always married to pretty women, eh?
Take that.
Rowleys always married to pretty women, so when they comment them about Sharon, that nobody could beat she, right? Could not beat she there yesterday evening. I want to say, we are happy to what took place, right? And I am especially happy for the youth, the youth department, the youth ministry, because Sharon, my husband, died, and he always grieved that they closed down the youth camps, because you used to work in the youth camp. And he would be, where he is, he's happy to hear that they will be bringing back the youth camps, because we have too many youth out here who can go into the youth camp and learn trade and come out here and think. Sharon, my children, they went secondary school, and after they went into youth camp, all of them have a trade. Every one of them have a trade, right? So what I am saying, thank God for that ministry. And I think my friend there would do well in that
ministry because I see how we get on with the young people. So Sharon, I want to say this morning, thanks, and God blessing to all who we have selected. I know they have plenty work to do, and I know they have a turn teacher. They have a turn teacher, and if they don't work, they know what's going to happen. So let them go in there and don't feel they will go to Skylark, because they have to work to save the people of this country. I know the demand that they have to work their way. So let them know that they cannot Skylark. If they know that they can't do the ministry from all now, so they can't manage. But they have to work. And Sharon, I want to say good morning to all my friends and family who I didn't say good morning to for all the week. TT morning, I know you're listening. Morning. I didn't tell you good morning yesterday morning, but morning this morning. And Sharon, all the best to you. And what happened to Bruce this morning?
You right here.
Good morning, Mother.
Brucey, darling, good morning. Love you.
Love you too.
And take care of that knees. Neglect. I had neglected mine when I fell down and hit it. Why it hurted me up to today. So take care of it in time. Do what you have to do with it in time. Right? Don't neglect it.
Thank you very much.
Love all you and God bless.
Okay, my darling. Mr. Chance?
Good morning, Sharon.
How are you,
Good
Mr.
morning.
Chance?
Well, Sharon and Bruce, good morning. Good morning to the Titans at home and abroad, everywhere in Trinidad and Tobago, and everywhere. I told myself I was taking 2 weeks, 14 days, a little relaxed, but I thought when I saw the ceremony yesterday with the Prime Minister, I felt I needed to make my little comment now. And I like Jenny, I say, I want to say something, first of all, before I make that comment with the Prime Minister. I want to say something about the titans of democracy. And I want to say to all of them, it is my considered view that the titans of democracy played a very important role under the leadership of Sharon, Felix, and Bruce, who had the pulpit, which is the microphone in the studio, to create the environment for that success, particularly on the East-West corridor. And I indeed must say Tobago, because on several occasions, while I listened, we gave Tobago some special segments, and they made use of it. So I want to congratulate all the Titans, all of them, each and every one of them. But I must say, I must make some specific congratulations on the women. Because I think we've got to, not only in the Titans, but generally, because I've been involved in, as you know, in a campaign.
Yes.
In Tulapuna, and to some extent in La Hoqueta. And I tell you that the people of substance, not that the men were not there, but the women were there from beginning to end, through the course. And I want to say to the women in the PNM, you are the spinal column, in my view. The men, yes, we give support. So I want to make that special call to the women. I mean, the women I make that special call to, I don't know, I don't want to leave out anybody, but some people struck me, some people caught my attention, women in particular. And forgive me, I just have to say a few of these women, and I think I need to say that, right? Sharon Felix, Juliet Davy, Sister Jenny, our lady from Tobago, is a new voice from Tobago.
Yes.
Mother Tunapuna, Miss Crosby, Miss Carol Riley and the other Carol, Angie St. Paul, and perhaps I may have missed others. What I'm saying, I'm talking about consistency and relentless. And I'll tell you why I signaled them out. Because they took the fight when that door, that racism door was opened by Mrs. Kamala Prasad, by describing our Prime Minister as an Oreo. You all, the women, took the fight personally and throughout the world. That is what happened. You know, I don't know if you heard Michelle Obama and you heard the Vice President of the United States last night in an acceptance speech. These women are women towering in the world, dedicated and committed to saying the things and making that decisive statement. And you know, as Michelle Obama says, going high don't mean you're not going to deal with the issue. And as Bishop of Catholic Archbishop also said, call them out. It means that we've got to speak up. We've got to say what we want in a respectful way and direct our attention to change the course. So I thought I would want to mention that, and of course, Jenny in a particular way, specific ways, because Jenny joined us in Tunapuna and us in La Hoketa in the fight on the ground. So Jenny, I want to express my sincere gratitude to you. And I start from the ground, because I think it's that important that we must register the work done on the ground by the people who actually created the environment for the formation of the government. Let me come to my Prime Minister. My Prime Minister, I want to congratulate you for your leadership. And it's something, whenever I got the opportunity on the air, I spoke about leadership. And that I think is critical going forward in the world, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, in the world. And more specifically, Prime Minister, for the foundation you have led, you have created, because you cannot complete in 5 years. You have to lay the foundation for the development of this new society. And when I look at your cabinet, I look at the direction of the cabinet, I feel satisfied and comforted that you have done what you said that you were going to do in your election manifesto. You focused on the digital transformation, which I think is the direction we ought to go. You focused on that, and that was critical, where you placed a minister. And a young man, I understand, is the son of former independent Senator Mackenzie, right from Tobago. And I think that is a Tobago choice. I don't know if my information is correct, but that's the information I have about that young man who's going to join Miss West in the Ministry of Public Administration and Digital Transformation. And then I focused a lot on the Ministry of Education, because those of you who know, remember, I still say I'm an educator, not a former. I am an educator, and I will continue to be an educator. And I really like the direction in which he pointed our two new ministers. He pointed them on the question of citizenship. And that means that you've got to be able to understand who you are, where you are, what your focus, and where you're going to contribute. And that is a very, very significant thing. And if you notice, that is the ministry he spoke about first, because he was talking about the human power that must exist in Trinidad and Tobago for the future. So I want to congratulate him. And at the same time, let me congratulate my Rima Shawim, Lisa Morris, for being placed in that ministry, certainly the minister herself. And what I want to focus on agriculture, I thought that was very important, because it came upon us that during this COVID-19, we've got to be able to be greater self-sufficiency in food, producing our food, and he did it. He established the signal for that when he created the situation in Maruga, with the establishment of that factory. So I think generally, Ms. Felix, our Prime Minister, has set the stage for us, and it is for us now. We, as not the government alone, we the people have to embrace the signals sent by Dr. Rowley. We have to embrace it and be part of it. And I want to say to the government, and I mean the cabinet, that like my president, who, by the way, I am happy, particularly for the continuation of the Dr. Rowley's administration, because I know my Chief Justice will serve until he gets 60 years. I feel confident about that. And I also know that with God's grace, that my first president, female president, Ms. Paula May Weeks, may get a second term, because her term completes in 2023. So that victory that we got there was not only a victory, a political victory, but was a victory to maintain our institution in Trinidad and Tobago, the office of the Chief Justice and the office of the President. That I thought was very significant. So, like I say, to the members of Parliament and the Cabinet, you do not have a honeymoon. I'm talking from the ground. I'm on the ground. I'm not no big boy talking. I am just on the ground saying, because I've been on the ground for months. And I want to tell you, you have no honeymoon. The people have great expectation. They want you to do things. You do not have a honeymoon. You have a time to walk around the place.
Mr. Chance, we're losing you. Mr. Chance? No, you're breaking up badly.
All right, let me close off by saying that, you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes, let me close off by saying that I expect that the new cabinet is going to focus on mobilization, mobilizing the people, as we did during the election campaign, engage them, let them speak with them, listen to them, have a conversation with them. And so together, we will take the leadership from Dr. Rowley and develop our new society. Thank everyone for their kind sentiments during my little holiday, and I want you to know that I will try my best to be back from time to time to make a contribution. Thank you again, Sharon and Bruce, for the opportunity. Thank you again, all the members of the Titans, for the contribution you have made towards the development of Trinidad and Tobago and the selection of this government. Thank you very much.
Thank you so kindly, Mr. Chance. And we have to go to the ads, and then we go to the 7 o'clock news. So please do not shift your dial. We'll be right back.
We know this Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well, this is Impulse, and you see, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Yo, well, it's yours truly, Nigel Lopez, and I'm going to be on the Street 919 Wednesday the 19th of August. We doing it concert style.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Yo, it done it's about Trinidad Ghost. Catch me live on the one-on-one virtual concert. Tune in to Iowa George Instagram, Iowa George Facebook, Iowa George TV, YouTube. Come on, bro, you know what I need, girl? I ain't see Moses, Celeste, this Saturday the 22nd of August, live. Well, tune in. Trinidad Ghost performing live on Iowa Stage. Exactly, man. I'm so all them wicked girl. Most of them girls is criminal, is wicked girl. Boom.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
I's a madman. You see this Saturday the 22nd of August on Iowa Stage. I will tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not no ordinary stage, but Iowa big stage. Because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross Iowa Stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iowa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. Call it, make it a date, and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iowa George streaming on YouTube, on Iowa TV, and Instagram at Iowa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shello.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day, people. This is your nutritional educator here. As you know, the whole thing is about educating people. So, you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our central immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide, and like I said before, the senior people will be quite familiar with this because this is used, as you can see here on the chart, for a number of things. Now, primarily what we're using this for is to disinfect the system. This sits on the same periodic table as bleach. What do I mean?
Trinidad and Tobago, I am Sharon Felix.
And I am Jason Thomas.
And this is our 7 a.m. major newscast on the Street 919 FM. In the headlines, thousands of students set to sit the SE exam with pandemic restrictions. The Prime Minister's new cabinet is officially installed. Overseas,
Jamaican Prime Minister says handling of the pandemic could affect its changes at the poll.
And now for the details. Over 19,000 students will write today's secondary entrance assessment across the country under the cloud of the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite implementing several restrictions last Saturday to curb the current wave of cases, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley stated that the exam would have proceeded as scheduled. The Ministry of Education issued guidelines for parents of the students in line with the COVID-19 protocols. Parents were asked to keep their children away from the exam if they were exhibiting flu-like symptoms. An exam will be set for those students who have to be absent on Thursday. All students will be screened for COVID-19 related symptoms and are required to wear masks. Parents were also asked to have students at schools by 7:45 this morning and be ready to take their children away from the schools promptly after the exam is over. No congregating will be allowed on the compound of the school. In other news, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley is now equipped again to run the affairs of the country after his cabinet was sworn in on Wednesday yesterday at President's House. Persons retaining the same portfolio from Dr. Rowley's last cabinet includes Attorney General Faris Alwari, Colum Imbert as Minister of Finance, and Terence Dialsing as the Minister of Health. Others, like Nyan Gatsby-Dolly and Fitzgerald Hines, have had their portfolios changed. Mrs. Gatsby-Dolly has been named Minister of Education, and Mr. Hines, previously the head of the Public Utilities, is now the Minister of Youth Development and National Service. Returning to the government is Penelope Beckles-Robinson, who will head the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Newcomer Stephen McCletchie is the new Minister of Labour. Also in the news, 36 new positive COVID-19 cases were confirmed by the Ministry of Health on Wednesday evening. A total of 48 cases were confirmed on Wednesday altogether. 3 of the cases were confirmed in Tobago. Active from the 686 cases recorded in Trinidad and Tobago are 534 patients. There have been no additional deaths since last Sunday, and the ministry has not reported any recoveries. Now for a look at overseas with Jason Thomas.
Prime Minister of Jamaica Andrew Holness admitted on Wednesday that his administration's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic could affect his party's chances in that country's upcoming elections. However, Mr. Holness said that the Jamaica Labour Party is still better suited to handle the crisis than the main opposition, the People's National Party. The Jamaican Prime Minister told reporters after he was nominated to contest the St. Andrew West Central seat that the government was transitioning from the containment of the pandemic to learning to live with it. He charged that the PNP's performance over the years shows that it would have struggled to deal with the pandemic. Jamaicans are scheduled to go to the polls on September 3rd. And that was a look at our overseas news for this morning.
Thank you, Jason Thomas. And now for a look at our weather. For the period today until midnight, Trinidad, Tobago and the remainder of the Lesser Antilles, partly cloudy conditions are expected with periods of showers, likely in varying localities. There is also a 60% medium chance of heavy showers or thunderstorms occurring mainly during the morning to afternoon period. Some cloudiness will persist overnight with a few showers. Gusty winds and street flooding may occur in the vicinity of heavy showers or thunderstorms. Seas moderate. Waves 1.5 meter to 2 meters in open waters, less than 1 meter in sheltered areas. It is currently 32 degrees Celsius in Piarco and 32 degrees Celsius in Crown Point. And here's a recap of our headlines. Thousands of students set to sit the SE exam with pandemic restrictions. The Prime Minister's new cabinet is officially installed. And overseas,
Jamaican Prime Minister says handling of the pandemic could affect chances at the polls.
You've just heard our 7 a.m. national newscasts on the Street 919 FM. Stay tuned for Tobago News at 9. I am Sharon Felix.
And I am Jason Thomas.
Do have a wonderful day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com. The Titans of Democracy on the street. 919 FM.
All right, so Trinidad and Tobago, that was our news. And again, we want to say to our SEA children, have a good day today. Take your time and do your work. Marley. Good morning to Marley. Marley in the car with mommy going down the road, and I want you to take your time when you go. Sit down, relax yourself, and do your best. Sophia Roach, you know your nana, love you, girl. Real love you. Akil, take your time. I'm watching you. Be careful. Take all your time. Don't run down the work, but do your thing within the time frame. Take your time and do your work. And when all you finish, head off straight to home. All right? So, Rhonda, remember to pick up Mr. Man. Celeste, remember to pick up Sophie. Tanisha, remember to pick up Akil. All right? And to all the other mothers and fathers out there who will be dropping off their children, remember, as soon as the exam is finished, take up your children and head out, go back home. Drop them back home. All right? So, guys, I'm asking you to be safe today, but all I'm saying is take your time. Take your time. So, Trinidad and Tobago, that was our news. Marley Masset, boy. All right. So, Tobago and Trinidad, we locked on and listening. But before we go back to the lines to take any of the calls, let me give you it as it's outlined. Very proud I am. Yesterday, I sat on my bed, I and Jakes, and we looking at the whole thing. And let me tell you, first thing, my eyes get watery and I'm fighting to keep it up so he ain't gonna see me. But when I watch inside of the president's house, Bruce, oh my God. Mr. Noel Garcia and Udicott, I want to really thank you all for the President House, Whitehall. You hear what I'm saying? Brian Lara Stadium. I want to really thank you guys. Let me tell you, I watched Dr. Rowley in his first time I seen him in that color kind of suit. And I always see him in darker colors. But boy, I want to say, Mrs. Sharon Rowley, you know, we just talk good, he's my good friend. But no disrespect to you, but Dr. Rowley was looking extra handsome yesterday. I have to say that. And for that, let me tell you, Dr. Rowley as Prime Minister, Mr. Faris Alwari as the Attorney General, Mr. Clarence Rambarat, Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. He is one of the senators, one of the 16 senators. Mr. Avinash Singh, Minister in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. He is another one of the appointed senators. Dr. Nyan Gatsby, which I always said it. And let me say good morning to my darling and my really good friend, Mr. Anthony Garcia. We will stay friends forever. And to Beulah, good morning to both of you. Nyan Gatsby, Dolly, I predicted that from day one. And let me say good morning to her. Very good, my very good friend and my darling. Miss Lisa Morris Julian, oh my gosh, you know, that's my girl. Minister in the Ministry of Education, two strong women. Mr. Franklin Kahn, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries. Mr. Colum Imbert, Minister of Finance. Couldn't move him. Mr. Brian Manning, Minister in the Ministry of Finance. Remember yesterday, somebody told us that was his field, right? Mr. Terence Yalsing, of course. Oh, anybody was going to move my MP? Terence Yalsing, Minister of Health. Come on. Come on. Mrs. Penelope Beckles, oh God, good choice, Minister of Housing, Land and Urban Development. Mr. Adrian Leons, yes, Minister in the Ministry of Housing, Land and Urban Development. Mr. Stephen McCletchy, you read this man, CV? Minister of Labor, hi. Minister Kazim Imtiaz Hossain, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. Mr. Stuart Young, Minister of National Security and Minister in the Prime Minister's Office. Miss Renuka Sagram Singh Suklal, Minister in the Office of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs. Well done. Miss Ayana Webster Roy, of course, take that, Watson. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, and she's responsible for the gender affairs and so on, and the Children's Authority, which she did an excellent job. Mr. Simon de Norberger, I just can't pronounce that is tired my tongue. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister. My darling, my Dudu, my real sister, my real friend, Minister Camille Robinson Regis, a woman of stature, of power, a leader, a mother figure, Minister of Planning and Development. Excellent, excellent. Miss Alison West, my good friend, my darling, Minister of Public Administration and Digital Transformation. Mr. Hassel Bacchus, Minister in the Ministry of Public Administration and Digital Transformation. Mr. Marvin Gonzalez, well, all the girls going crazy. All you behave, all yourself. Minister of Public Utilities, sorry. Here now. I kind of get a little tight talk when I reach there. But boy, if you hear them, I watched some girls yesterday. Mr. Marvin, oh God, all you behave, all yourself. Right. Miss Donna Cox, Minister of Social Development and Family Services, and Miss Donna Cox did an excellent job at the Ministry of Communications. So she have her work cut out for her with the Ministry of Social Development. She's capable. She's capable. Miss Shamfa Kojo, Minister of Sports and Community Development. Well, boy, Shamfa, looking hot girl. Mr. Randall Mitchell, yeah man, Minister of Tourism, Culture and the Arts. Go Randall, go. And Randall is also a senator, so is Miss Donna Cox, Mr. Hassel Bacchus, Miss Alison West. They're all senators. Miss Paula Gopi Schoon, also a senator. Minister of Trade and Industry Enterprise Development. Mr. Rohan Sinanan, yes, go Rohan, they can't stop you. Minister of Works and Transport. A minister who don't ever not answer my call, and if he don't, he returns the call. My real partner, of whom I'm extremely proud of, the man who put the finest cocktail, Minister Foster Cummins, Minister in the Ministry of Works and Transport, go Foster. Mr. Fitzgerald Talbot Hines, my good friend, my real brother, Minister of Youth Development and National Service, here, that ministry real suit the youth, you know, the young Rasta man, Minister Fitzgerald Talbot Hines, well done. And my very good friend, Minister Amory Brown, Senator Amory Brown, Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, of whom I'm very proud of. This is the cabinet. This is the ministers, and of course the cabinet is 22, made up of 22 persons. I want to thank Dr. Rowley, and I want to thank the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago for swearing in our cabinet yesterday. And I must say, I felt really proud yesterday, extremely proud. I was brought to tears. You know why? You're watching persons who have worked extremely hard and who I think will make Trinidad and Tobago proud. Not who I think, who will make Trinidad and Tobago proud. Under the leadership of an esteemed and astute leader, Dr. Keith Rowley. I'm very proud. Trinidad and Tobago, I even want to hear today's Free Yourself Thursday. All you could free all yourself. I want to hear nothing else again. We have work to do. The cabinet and the government has been sworn in, and we have to get off our laurels and continue running, and running fast and hard. Good morning to you, Grandy.
Yes, Sharon. Morning. Morning to you and Bruce.
Morning.
Yeah, morning to Mr. Chance. Nice to hear your voice. You're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa Conliffe, Mammy Sauce, Miss Cummins, Starsky, Mirza Farman. Sharon, I call to congratulate, especially the kids, all the best, and good luck to them.
Yes.
Sharon, I call to congratulate you, Bruce, Google, Julia Davis, Mother Tanapuna, they're not coming back, Jenny, Mr. Chance, and all the rest who contribute on 91.9, playing the third man to help bring this election home, Sharon. We appreciate all the information and facts that led us to make our decision. We thank you all very, very much for giving us that kind of information to help Dr. Rowley and his team to continue with the work that they're doing. So Sharon, again, I congratulate you heading this team, right? And there's nothing more I can say. Let me just say all the best to Dr. Rowley and his team, and he made very good choices. And that extra week he get there, make him plan it real good. So Sharon, we look forward for all the best, okay?
Thank you very much.
You have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Let me say to you listening to us this morning, you can find us on YouTube, Street live stream. You can find us live there. And on Facebook, you can also find us on the Street 919 FM. Can you share the live? I always say to you all, don't be greedy. Share the live to your friends, your family, your neighbors. Let them know the Titans of Democracy. We're on. And we're hot. Yes. Like yesterday. Papa. Yes, Jenny?
Ms. Felix, I forgot to send my condolences to Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis. And if she's listening, I just want to tell her yesterday, I now understand something. When I watched her yesterday, your mom was with you, Miss Camille Robinson Regis. She had that extra glow that you had. It may have been to some people that you were sad, but your mother was there, and I know you would have made her proud again. And that there's just something different about you yesterday, and I now understand you were covered. So I just want again to accept my condolences and know this too. Sometime would pass, the memories will be there. The heartache may not be as hard as it is right now, but it will certainly lessen, and your mom will always be with you. And to Ms. Crosby's transformation, knowledge the word, our transformation. Let's see, let's go on.
All right, so guys, let me say good morning to Massachusetts. And of course, yes, guys, we have to thank Dominic Romaine. We have to thank Wendell Eversley. Don't forget that. I want to thank Rocky Garcia. Guys, we have people to thank. Don't forget. And of course, what happened? Molly not sharing the live this morning. All you know, we just got up to all kind of 1300 were going on this morning. I find since I come, I take 2 days, and since I come back out, everybody like all they go on in hibernation. All they want to take holidays like me. Come on, man. If I depending on all it to be number one in the morning, remember it had to be views, you know. Views and calls and listenership. Where you all gone to? Caller, good morning.
Morning, Sharon. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Diego. As you rightfully said, it's time to work. And I am very much serious about lockup. I want lockup. I want people to get jail. I want people to push and get the information and pass on to the law and let them lock up these people and them. We need to get them locked up.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sharon.
Very much, sir. But in the absence of getting them locked up, the government has its work to do. What's going on there? Hello?
Good morning.
Morning. What's squealing there? You have a parrot?
Good morning. No, there's a small dog across the road.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Bruce.
We just want to say, yesterday we called Brian Manning's post. We saw him in that ministry only because of his educational background.
It was Debo to them calling yesterday, and you really tell us about his background. And
yeah, finance, yeah. I only know because remember, deceased Mr. Manning is like my dad, you know, and I was always in his house, and his wife would tell us of her son's scholarly ambitions, if you understand what I'm saying. So when I knew he was going in, I said one of the best places was finances because he has all that backing. But I am very pleased with yesterday's placings. I know some people will have a little bit of, you know, issues, or some of the members will have to, you know, kind of familiarize themselves with the new portfolio. But I believe all of them are strong and well placed. I just had a conversation with somebody and they were concerned by the fact that there's no Ministry of Information or Communication or something to that sense.
No, listen, the minister, Dean Norberger,
I told him that.
Okay, all right. We had that argument.
Right,
okay,
so he is in the Prime Minister's office responsible for communication. Yeah.
No problem. But, you know, as I said, I am pleased. One of the things I might be a little bit biased, but I think the PNM women in the cabinet are like some of the most beautiful women. They all look I my pause reason now. They looked amazing. They looked well put together, and I was very, very pleased with that. So I will say congratulations to the government and their new installation of ministers and cabinet and all of that. And I will just send a special plug for Dr. Amy Brown because, you know, I've known him for quite some time, and, you know, seeing his elevation and him going from, you know, chapter to chapter is really, really a blessing. So congrats, and let's just try and support this government because that's what we have, you know.
So
but Sharon, we miss you. You miss your swine. You know you will.
Yeah. I swine since the day we win election. You didn't see me.
Okay.
You didn't see me.
And Bruce is your junior minister.
Of course.
That's why he me hurting him when he gave his that too much.
Listen, I am the minister of talk.
I hear you.
And Bruce is the junior minister of talk.
Yeah, but you know, one of the things I always say is that, you know, even though we support PNM and I am a diehard PNM, if anything happens, let's call it out. Let's not put wool over our sheets. You know, like close our eyes and say, well, I support them, so whatever. No. Hold everybody accountable, and let's try and see if we could build, because now is to get over this pandemic and raise the, you know, raise Trinidad and Tobago in these trying times, you know, and let everybody do it together.
So true. Yeah. So true.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much.
One more thing before we go here, Nigel. Now, when I was calling out all the stuff here, Nigel, but Sharon is good friends with everybody. Because she called this one and she said, "Me good friend." So Sharon, if you want to know, because she know everybody.
All in all, I like syrup in everything, you know.
Yeah. Salt.
Not salt. I like syrup. I like everything. And the 3/4 of the people, or nearly all of them, is both the people that I know I mingle with.
No, we're just joking, you know. It's just like everybody, good kind of thing.
You know, Camille is out of the box. She is my friend. That's my sister. That's my, oh boy, people don't understand. We have a women's league, and we have a leader of a woman in our women's league, our chairman. She's like all of our, we're so tight-knit and so close. You can, you know, sometimes I just want to tell you all, but, you know, I don't want people to feel like gloating, but she's really a darling.
Yeah.
And I really love her. She know that.
I just praying for the best for all of them because, you know, this is a trying time. And once everybody gets going, I think we should do well. And everybody else support, even if you don't support the PNM, still give whatever, comments, help, you know, whatever, because it helps us. It helps everyone. You know, it's not for one person, one area.
Election done. So we have to serve everybody.
Yeah, and one of the things I'm always saying is people are so selfish with what's happening and not thinking that there are people who are still unemployed and want to get out there. So people should listen to and adhere to Dr. Terrence. Yeah, you know a doctor, right? But Terrence,
we give him that, you know. We give him that from title.
And let's get this virus at bay and get people out to work and that kind of thing. You know, this is what the focus should be on right now. You know,
so true.
Yeah, but you all have a blessed day and take care, be safe, stay healthy, stay safe. All right?
Okay, my darling. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Overseas line. Good morning. Overseas caller. Good morning.
Morning, Sharon. Morning, Bruce.
Morning.
Sharon, I just want to join my voice with all that went before and congratulate all the well-dressed, well-presented, beautiful, handsome, intelligent.
It was like a fashion show
cabinet that we installed yesterday, especially the women power to all the women. And I just want to say welcome back, Mr. Amory, Dr. Amory Brown. That is the only MP office I ever sat in. We had a lovely conversation years ago, and I am so happy that he's back in government. Mr. Amory Brown, welcome, and all the love and blessings. And I wish you and your family all the best, and everybody else, I wish them all the best, and I hope that they perform, and our Prime Minister already said, who is not performing, what he will do. So I hope they all do their BEST, and we will be behind them, scolding them when they need scolding, congratulating them when they need congratulating, and lifting them up. So have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Caller, good morning. Deep South.
Good morning to you, Miss Felix. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I cool, I normal, man.
How you like the cabinet?
Well, I have no complaint. I find it was good choices. And I'm pleased with with my MP, with the ministerial post that he gets. That is Minister of Labour.
Yes.
You know, I pleased with the cabinet. I really do pleased with the cabinet, you know. And I see that the Prime Minister keep it at a certain, you know.
A level,
he didn't just design all kind of different ministries to make sure everybody have a ministry. He take out the most important ministries and have them there, and we remain at 22 member cabinet. I felt good about that. You understand? But before I too want to join with Trinidad and Tobago and the wider world to congratulate all the ministers, all the people in ministries, and you know, and to congratulate my government. I really want to congratulate them. And I too, well, you know, my mouth has been bitter sometimes. I don't put water in my mouth at all. Let me tell them ministers and them. You see, just as all they looked pretty yesterday, and all they was properly well dressed, it had times all they have to come down to the ground. So all they have to be undressed when the time is needed to be undressed. Out there down on the ground I'm talking about. And let me tell you something. It's time now. I heard Dr. Rowley use that word in the very first training when he was now become Prime Minister. Get down to the ground and look after all your activists. The people who supported all your year come, year go. You understand? It have people this morning who didn't really like my contribution, you know. But I just put in the MPs on notice. All you come down to all your activists. Look for them. Ask about them. Give them something. All they don't go in there and play too much of innocent people that all they don't want to do things that the UNC go talk. All they don't want to help them because they're afraid somebody talk. Do things in the correct way and make sure all your activists survive. Miss Felix, again, kind of emotional. Have a good morning.
Thank you very much, my dear. Where the broom is gone? So, Trinidad and Tobago, let me say to all of you on the Facebook Live, good morning to you. On YouTube, good morning to you also. Caller, good morning.
Sharon.
Zena!
Good
Zena, Zena, where you at?
Right here under my PLM blanket.
Uh-huh.
And I nearly give up this morning. I say, Lord, my fingers will get cold. I'm happy to have heard Mr. Chance this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Sharon, before I get into what I really want to say there quick, I want to send positive vibes to all the students doing the common entrance this morning. The positive vibes to all. I want to use a phrase, an opening phrase of the Father Giver at the Mariah wedding in Tobago. I am saying, Sharon, you know the Tobago saying, yesterday my heart was full of love and philanthropic joy. When I saw Dr. Rowley and his beautiful wife and all the ministers, and again especially the women, and you said something this morning about the women, and the young ladies running behind Marvin, tell them I say they have to pass through me. That's my MP. So all you take it down, take it light. I have to give them young girls permission. So I want to just say thank you, congratulations to all. A beautiful job well done by you, Bruce, Jenny, Mr. Chance. I'm not forgetting Wendell, Juliet, and by extension,
Dominic,
I must
don't
put
forget
Mother
Dominic.
Tanapuna on top with the prayers. I am not forgetting Mother Tanapuna. Mother Tanapuna, your prayers, there's power in the word. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And don't forget Dominic. Don't forget Dominic.
Yes, and Juliet as a call. Listen,
it's so
but
much.
You see that prayers Mother Tanapuna used to put out every day? Mother Tanapuna, thank you very much. And may you live long, 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 long to continue. So, I wish that Dr. Rowley and his cabinet all the best. And I know for such nice, young, bright, beautiful faces, they'll do a wonderful job.
Zena, we have to go to our segment.
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you, darling. Guys, we're going to our segment, and I feel it's the Tobago heritage. So listen, or they like it yesterday. Listen for the next part.
They talk, you talk, come talk with us. On the street,
919 FM.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the street, 919 FM.
You wanna see good food making, you wanna see jamming down.
This Friday, it's Calypso Night on Iowa Stage, featuring...
Hello, well this is Impulse, and you see this Friday on Iowa George Stage is one-on-one with me and I. Don't forget, this Friday on Iowa George Stage is real Kaiso. Log in, tune in, you and I. This Friday, real thing, all kind of thing, ting.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iowa George, Facebook Neil Iowa George, and YouTube Iowa TV. It's Iowa Stage.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chia seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Yo, well, it's yours truly, Nigel Lopez, and I'm going to be on the street 919, Wednesday the 19th of August. We doing it, concert style.
Streaming live on Instagram at IwaGeorge, Facebook Neil Iwa George, and YouTube Iwa TV. It's Iwa Stage.
Yo, we done this about Trinidad Goes. Catch me live on the one-on-one virtual concert. Tune into Iwa George Instagram, Iwa George Facebook, Iwa George TV, YouTube. Come on, Bridget, on any girl. I ain't see Moses, Celestia, this Saturday the 22nd of August, live on the tuning. Trinidad Goes performing live on Iwa Stage. Things that go mad. I'm to all them wicked girl. Most of them girl is criminal, is wicked girl. Boom.
Streaming live on Instagram at Iwa George, Facebook Neil Iwa George, and YouTube Iwa TV. It's Iwa Stage.
You see the Saturday the 22nd of August on Iwa Stage. Let me tell you, if I was married, I would have married on stage. Not no one on every stage, but I want big stage because stage just cross and I just cross. We just all cross together. So in the middle of the night when the thing is right, we just cross I want stage together. Yo, this is your boy Trinidad Madman, and I'm going to be live and alive on a one-on-one virtual concert at Iwa Stage this Saturday the 22nd of August. All make it a date and don't be late. This is going to be streaming live on Facebook at Neil Iwa George, and it's going to be streaming on YouTube on Iwa TV and Instagram at Iwa George. Let's make it a date and don't be late because this Saturday is a solo event. It's Shello.
Finally, a line of baking products that caters for the gluten-free, cholesterol-free, egg-free, and dairy-free person, enriched with sesame, flax meal, and chai seeds. Also try our line of seasonings and spices that are ideal for diabetic, kidney, heart, colon, and hypertensive persons. Perfect for the whole family. Healthy O, the healthier way to go. Find it in a supermarket near you.
Hi, good day, people. This is your nutritional educator here, as you know. We go together about educating people. So, you see, when you're educated, you can make better choices when coming to your health and your wellness. And this is what we're about here at Natural Solution Education. That's the first premise of a doctor. That's what it means, is to educate people so they can make better choices. Now, today what we want to show you, we spoke about having what we call our essential immune protectors and immune enhancers. This is what we're going to be sharing with you today. Right? Now, we're going to start by the OxyLife. You've heard us mention this already. Now, the OxyLife is your hydrogen peroxide and like
It's every day. So, Tobago, if you're listening, please keep it coming. I love it. She said, oh God, he tie all away. Oh, good. Hey, yeah, and this thing really, you know, this is a true thing, you know. They don't lie, you know. People lolly go ahead. So, Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. I want to thank you guys. And I'll apologize. So tomorrow when it comes up at 7:35, we will allow it to continue playing on Facebook and YouTube. Don't worry. All the calls I get. Lord Father. So here what's going on. The cabinet is installed. We have work to do. Yep. No games to play. And I hope that the opposition realize the country come first and not no selfish behavior. Ms. Tunapuna, good morning to you. Where she go? I answer the phone and she gone, you know. Call her, good morning. Ms. Tunapuna, call me back, I answer the phone, but you're so hard, the thing like it ring out. The time I answer, you go and call her, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Auntie Sharon.
Morning.
I am so proud. I can't say anything to everybody, but you know, the building, we ain't talk about the building.
The building
was where they kept the thing in 17 years, they didn't have no
Miss Lady, like you now get up or what?
No, I get up, but
you ain't here we talking about inside of the building now it's so nice.
You ask me how my finger feeling. You know, long after pressing. You know, long after pressing. When I hear you say stop, I say, God don't tell me, Mr. Napuna, hurry up and say what you have to say. Oh, but I wanted to say my point too, you know. I wanted to know people better than them look classy up. And the first lady, oh my God, they can never touch her, you know. They could never touch that first woman. That one know how to dress. And she knows to sit nicely, like queen. She is because she's a queen, black people. But anyhow, I say what, I know everybody don't see what that is, so I still come in and say the building look nice. And it's 17.
Yeah, it was good. Really good.
Yes, and yes, your minister has look young black.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone, please.
Hello. I'm from St. Joseph. So
all right. Okay, very well, ma'am.
And I could tell you where is East Grove. So you know,
Yes, morning, darling.
So I could afford to stay. My minister has looked lovely.
Yes, he really did.
Haircut and all, I noticed all that.
Yeah.
Very nice. I'm proud. I'm going.
Thank you, darling. Ms. Tunapuna.
Good morning to you, Sharon.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
How you singing so far?
I tried to load up the radio.
Right, I hear you know.
Yeah. Good morning, protocol officer. Mr. Charles, sweetheart, let me tell you something. I hear you all but I'm tired. Let me tell you people something. Let me give all your answer. This is prayers. Prayers don't come from the lips alone, it comes from the heart. And when you pray from the heart, you don't have to recite nothing. And when you are devotee in prayers, virtue, your energy doesn't leave your body. Sensible people who know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't say sensible, spiritual people. You don't get weak Because remember, Jesus' virtue left his body when the woman touched the hem of his garment, you know. And he is Jesus. And he was available till he get a little weak. So I had to come back now and build back. You understand? Because the job was done. And I got the resounding results. So I don't pray and lap my lip at all because I want to hear. That is why I tell them, although don't let me pray on nobody, not even my husband. When I tell him, I say, I would not put the prayer today. He vexed all day because he lost it all day, you know. You understand? So I want to congratulate our honorable, the honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, and the PNM, and all his members along with him. And as those who was right up, kind of good on age. But you know who looked nice? I want to pick on one. That woman leave us a fashion statement and dream it last night. Donna Cox.
Yeah, she looked good.
When I saw that woman dress and her hair, I saw a different woman yesterday. I guess because of the COVID, the COVID thing, in the trainer and the coming. That woman looked so gorgeous, Sharon, like she come out of a magazine. And all the other women was a fashion statement yesterday. USA want nothing. Only want nothing with the PNM candidate, you know. Every one of the men of them look statesman like yesterday, Sharon. I don't study place. I don't study full room and house and all of that. I look at the people and I know they're going to work honestly. Because Sharon, let me tell you, your work don't start. It's a chance, so Jenny, all of us who put the PNM, if we have to bring them back into power, we have to help them to serve every last person. Help out the UNC. Show them we have class. We have class. If I could have done things on my own, I would have even given them a cup of water. But I can't say so because I'm a child of God. You understand? So to all the people, you know who I was proud of too? I was happy for? Mr. Ram Barat. That man put down a work in Central. I think they should recount that man's vote. Trust me. But we never have time to waste like that. We take our blows, we bruise, and we heal, we take our wounds, and we move on. And I'm glad he get back his ministry. And I'm proud of Mr. Manning's son, boy.
Yeah, boy.
And around he take him under his arms, under his wings. And he goes, that is our next Prime Minister to the land of Tobago. I might not live for that, but on the mark my word. When I see the man, the young man, and but yeah, man, these people, many are called and few are really chosen. And Dr. Rowley is a man of God. And he tell her to leave the man. I see Dr. Rowley, my friend in America, Diane, my sister. She said when Dr. Rowley said the 10th could be the election 10th of August, she said so something will move inside of her. And they want to know why. Look at man of wisdom.